Dog, do you like van life? You do like van life? Yes, I know you do. Thank you. Here you go. Have your snack. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I just wanted to hop on and say pardon my appearance, but we are about to embark on our first van life adventure. We're heading down to Corpus Christi, more specifically to Mustang Island State Park here in Texas. It's the first trip that the van is going to make with me. We did come down to San Marcos for a bit, and we had a lot of mechanical problems, which I will explain to y'all. And this is it. Hopefully we make it. We shouldn't have any more problems. The van is running a lot smoother now than it had in the past, so hopefully everything will be good. We have a dog, and he's very excited, so we are ready to go. What do you think of the beach, Dad? What do you think of it? This is very exciting. I think I finally found my beach, my parking, my camping spot. I liked it. Stayed here last night. It was great. There was a little bit more traffic here than there was at the last place that I stayed, but that's fine. A 10 out of 10 recommend van life on the beach, except for the sand. The sand has been a constant issue, but we deal with that. It's cool. Alright, hello guys, welcome to 2021. It's been a while since I've recorded anything for y'all. I think the last thing I did was put the floor in the van, and let me tell you, so much has changed since then. So I'm gonna do a little quick recap for y'all on everything that's happened, and then I'll tell y'all about where life is right now. As you can see, we are currently in the van and we are outside. We are on the beach. We are on our first trip. So lots of things have changed. All right, let me think. So last thing that y'all saw me do was put in the floor. Since then, I have put a bed in here. I have no, basically that's all I did. So since the last time that y'all saw, since putting the floor in, the only thing I did was put a bed in here, and I camped outside my house for a night. I will probably include some footage of that here. 7 a.m. 7:16. I discovered the most important thing that I need are window covers, because this ain't it. This is too early. And also you can hear everything. I can hear every single thing outside. Important note. But the van did a lot better than expected. It wasn't very hot and it wasn't very cold, so there was no problem with the insulation. With blankets, everything was fine throughout the night. And so I decided I wanted to take the van out on a little spin. She's not anywhere near done, but I just wanted to see what it would be like if I moved into the van right now, and just so that I had a better idea of what the space would be like, what was really, really important. And honestly, it has been really, really great for that. This trip has. I have a whole list of things that I know for sure that I'm gonna need, and I didn't realize that I was gonna need beforehand. So I'm glad that I haven't really started building in yet before I figured that out. So that's pretty cool. But that was in December, and my plan for January was to go down and visit some of my college friends for a couple of weeks, and then the second week of January I was planning on coming out to the beach, and I was planning on staying here for 2 weeks, but God said no. The universe said no. I tested positive for COVID on January 1st, So that was pretty rough. I definitely had big plans set for 2021 and it just was not gonna work out. It wasn't awful. Obviously, as y'all can see, I'm good. I feel a lot better. Everything was fine. I had a sore throat for a few days. I couldn't talk for a couple. I lost my sense of smell. That's the only thing that I'm still missing. I still cannot smell, which honestly is probably a good thing because I've been living in here with this dude and he probably doesn't smell the best because he's been in the sand all for the last few days. But all in all, we made it through COVID just fine. Me and my two friends that I went to go stay with ended up testing positive, but it wasn't because we were going out or anything like that. It was one of my friends got it from work. So, you know, it'd be like that. What else happened? So after that, after we were no longer contagious, after everything happened, I did go back home and I picked up the van from my dad's house, and I thought we were gonna get on the road for those 2 weeks and we were gonna go, but no, we had engine issues with the van also. So the check engine light had been on for a while and I knew that, but the last time when I camped in it for the one night, my battery accidentally died because I left the doors open for a long time. So when I charged the batteries the next morning so I could move the van, the check engine light went off. So I figured maybe it was a battery thing, but no, I went back home, I tried to drive it, and the check engine light started blinking, which is indicative of like an engine misfire or exhaust issues. So I ended up taking it to a mechanic who tried to charge me $1,700 to fix my van, and that just seemed a little bit ridiculous to me. So I got a second opinion and I ended up taking it to a different mechanic who charged me $800, which is still a lot, but a lot less than $1,700. So we finally got that figured out, and that was literally just last Thursday. And so I decided, what better time than to head to the beach the day after I drove the van away from the mechanic, and it drove so smoothly. It was unbelievable. I had never driven it so smoothly before. It was great. So I thought everything was peachy keen and I was ready to go. So we came down here. We are currently in Corpus Christi. I definitely have a lot of experience with this beach. I grew up coming here, so it's an easy place to get started with van life for me. I knew the beaches, I knew where I was going. I don't really know any people down here, but that was cool. I kind of wanted some me time anyway. But we headed down here. The drive was fine, everything was fine. We found a beach, we camped for the night. I am currently at a different beach, but I found out that you can get a little pass, $12, and you can park on multiple Texas beaches for the whole year. So that's what I've been doing. That's where I'm at right now. Yesterday, however, I did go into town, and as I was stopped at a red light, my check engine light came back on. You know, van life can be really lonely. You don't have a lot of companionship. My only constant companion on the road is my check engine light. She always turns up, every time. So, what we got fixed at the mechanic, it ended up being only half of the issues that were going on. I have a sinking suspicion that I might have drilled through the gas tank when I was putting in the floor. And that would be really if that happened. So we're hoping that's not the case. But anyway, it should be getting looked at soon. And instead of staying here, originally I was going to stay here for 2 weeks, and then because of the COVID and everything, my time ended up being cut down to 1 week. And now because of the engine issues again, I actually am only going to stay here for the weekend. So I will be heading back home later today, sadly. But this trip definitely did accomplish everything that I had planned. In terms of figuring out what it would be like to live in the van. It actually has not been bad at all. I've been really, really happy. The first night I was really homesick and I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time that I've slept in my car, and it did feel like I had no protection. but we're getting past that. I've definitely figured out things that have to get done in order for me to feel safe on the road, and I will be implementing those later on. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to finally get on the road for real and show y'all what that's like. But thank y'all for coming on my adventures. So, as I said, the van is not built out all the way right now. The only thing that I really have in here is a bed, but I wanted to take y'all on a little like van tour to show y'all what I have going on. It's not gonna be pretty at all. It's not cute in here, but it definitely does the job, and I'll show y'all some must-haves that I cannot live without. Okay, are y'all ready for an impromptu van tour? Let's go. Let's start off with the kitchen. So currently I am using my front passenger seat as my kitchen. I have some bread, croissants, some chips. Obviously I've been eating very healthy. I have some oranges, and then we have this little pitcher. It doesn't have any water in it right now, but it does clean my water when I need it to. And then down here I have my cooler. Not much in it. There's wine, my ice melted. That is all we have in terms of that. Behind my kitchen, I have my garage. Currently, I have jumper cables back there, some wipes for the windows. This is a tire air thing that I actually have. It's not even mine, it's from a friend. This is also part of the kitchen. I have some Pop-Tarts in there. I have peanut butter, honey, and some granola bars. This is our sound system. We have one speaker, water, because we have to stay hydrated. And then we have a little protective stone right in there, some labradorite. This is my studio. I have a sketchbook in here. I have some chalk in there. I have pencils as well. This is also part of like the garage slash like, I guess this would be like my under the sink area. I have some dish soap for my dishes, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, a lint brush for my dog. So multi-purpose space right there. This is my closet. This is my jacket hanger for right now. I have a beach hat right here, and then this is the other part of my closet. I have all my clothes in here. This is where my toiletries are, and then this is my designated purse spot. This is the dog's area, so this is where I keep my dog food. And then right under here we have the dog food bowls that we put away when we're driving. In the back seats we have, these are the trash bags that we have. They're just grocery bags that we've put away. This is leftover material from when I was making my window covers that I'll show y'all here in a second. And behind this seat where I was hanging my jacket is where we keep the easy to grab stuff that we need. Some bags for when we go grocery shopping if we don't want to get any plastic bags. This is just some satin that I like to put down on the beach for whenever we're out there. My dog's leash, his harness, just things that we grab as we go out the door. When the doors close, this little area is basically like my front door. I have my shoes that have sand on them over here so that they don't get sand anywhere else. And then we have 2 pitchers of water. This is clean drinking water that I bought, and this is gray water. This is just tap water that I use to like wash my face and to rinse out my dishes and stuff like that. And this thing I stole from my dad. It's a mini little broom, but she's beautiful and she's done an amazing job keeping the sand out of here. We couldn't get it all out, but we did as best we could. She's been a lifesaver. Thank you, Dad. And then I ended up buying this little mat to cover up the carpet because I was getting a bunch of sand in here. Pro tip, don't leave your carpet this long. I think I would have done a lot better if I had cut it to right behind the seats, which was my original plan, but it ended up getting messed up somewhere along the way. But this has been wonderful. Obviously, as you can see, it's already full of sand, but it's because of this man right here, my roommate. Something really cool that I did when I came over here is make these wonderful window curtains. They are made out of Reflectix. You can see on this side. I have it flipped the other way with this black fabric on the inside. They're not completely finished yet. I am definitely going to go back in and make this look prettier, but for right now they did the job for this specific trip. They stay in place pretty well. They stay in place pretty well. They keep it cool inside the van when there's sun out, and they keep people from being able to see what I'm doing in here. So that's wonderful, and I made some for every window, but we don't have all of them up right now. As y'all can see, the ceiling has not been touched. Everything looks the way that it did before. And here is my bathroom. I have my toilet right here, some toilet paper, and those are the toilet trash bags. I have not used this yet, but it's here if I need it. This is also where I put my backpack when I'm not using anything from there. This is, I guess, my second garage. I have some bungee cords in here. I have, this is to have outlets connected to the car. Unfortunately, the car cannot be on, so that's been of no use to me. Something that's been really, really helpful, I found this little jewelry box at the dollar store yesterday. It's magnetic, it sticks, and it's perfect for keeping my jewelry there for when I'm sleeping. For light, I bought these they're closet lights, but they're battery operated. They're pretty bright. I have two up here, and then I have two right over here just hanging out. And I put those wherever I want. This is my other little storage area right now. I have another sketchbook, some duct tape, map right over here, and these have been really useful for the window covers, especially for the big one, so that they stay put. As you can see, there we are. But it helps keep that, since it's such a long window, it helps it stay. What else was I about to say? I forgot. With the lights, it's especially helpful to turn these around this way to have the reflectix inside, because they reflect off of it and it brings a lot of light into this space at night, which is really wonderful because we like to stay up and watch Netflix and eat in here at night. Look at this beautiful baby. Another thing that was indispensable was this power bank. It charges 2 devices at a time, and it holds enough charge for 9 charges, so that's pretty amazing. And then this is my bedroom. Obviously, there's not a lot to see except for my son. Some pillows, some blankets. This is a full-size bed, so this does take up a significant portion of the van. Just about that much space. These down here are the other window covers that I'm just stashing under the bed for right now. But yeah, this is it. This is van life right now. This is what we've got. And obviously the reason why we do van life at all is for the view. I have been sleeping on the beach for the last couple of days, and this is what I wake up to every morning. It is beautiful. It's so nice to just be able to open the door, and that is it. This is what we do it for. We live for the view. This is why we're here. Belichick is a big fan of it. Yes, he is. He is enjoying our time here. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate the support that I've gotten from people that I know and people that I don't about my van life channel and everything. So I'm really, really grateful for that. If y'all want to give me a like or a subscribe or a comment, please, I really appreciate anything that y'all do. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.